Good morning, guys. It's Friday the 8th, and I'm here to do your weekend reading. How has your week been? What a week, eh? Not what I were expecting for the beginning of January, but we're here. We're nearly through a full week of it now, so we're all getting into the swing of it. Things are calming down. Energies are feeling a lot more stable this morning. We have snow forecast again around our area. I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking, please don't get me stuck in. But yeah, it's sort of spitting this morning, and there's no snow, but the clouds are looking very full, so we will see. So let's see what we've got for this weekend for you guys. Let's see what we've got. 8th, 9th and 10th. Excuse me. 8th, 9th and 10th. What is the message, please, for this lovely weekend that we've got coming up? 8th, 9th and 10th. 8th, 9th and 10th. For my page, please. For my YouTube channel. What are we going for? Do you know, I should always just pick up the first ones to look at. Because it always turns out to be them ones. Right, let's see what we've got going on today. Tomorrow and Sunday, please. What is the message? What is the message? Right, they're showing me a gate, but I can't work out whether they've unlocked the gate or whether they're locking the gate up. What are you doing, guys? Are you locking that up, or are you... Right, okay. Okay, so they're showing me a gate, and this gate has a big, big lock on it. Now, the thing about it is that's very significant is it's not locked, but yet the latch is round. It's like holding space for something without actually letting somebody or something realise that you're holding space for it. And that could be because you're worried about how it's going to go. So it's like in your mind, you're thinking, oh, I'd like this to work out, or I'd like that new business, or I'd like this new venture, or I'd like this new person to come into my life. But I'm not going to make it that obvious because I'm going to leave the door open, but I'm not going to make it publicly obvious. So I'm going to leave the catch on, but not locked, if that makes sense. It does feel for a lot of you that this is about romance or love, or at least somebody close to you that you have an emotional attachment to, because there is a love heart on there. It's like you may want to fling the door open, because we've got this one here. It's like you may want to fling the door open, but you're too scared to do so because, I guess it's past hurts, isn't it? It's past worries. Will this person either do this to me again, if it's somebody that you already know? Or if it's somebody you don't know, it's like, okay, then here we go again. Am I just laying myself bare here for the eventualities that usually exist? So yeah, they are asking us here. Look at all these cards. Right, I get the gist anyway. I get the gist. So, yeah, we've got a win-lose situation here. It's one of them where you've got to dip your toe in, or you're trying to dip your toe in, and you're hoping that just by dipping your toe in, that's enough to protect everything around you. So, take it how you want. I think it's a relationship or that sort of, scenario, but take it how you want. But yeah, you're sort of dipping your toe in a little bit, and you're like, is this enough to be able to work out what's going on here? Your head's like, should I, shouldn't I? Is this right? Is it wrong? Should I open up? Should I make the effort? Alarm bells going on in your mind as to how you feel, how the other person feels. It's that battle with your head and your heart. It's that, do I dare take the plunge again? Do I dare open up to somebody? And it's like, you know, your devil's on this shoulder and your angel's on this shoulder, and this one's saying to you, do you know what, he or she's quite a decent person, you know, maybe you should give this a try. And the one on the other side says, well, maybe if I give it a try, everything will you know, turn into disaster. It usually does. You know, it's that ego thing and that, you know, that head and heart thing. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I try this, shouldn't I? You know, say it was to do with a business. It's like, you know, well, you've tried a business before. Well, it always goes wrong. But you learned from the last one. Yeah, but it always goes wrong. It's that sort of feeling. It's like keeping the gate shut, but somebody could actually press it if they realised that the heart was the heart. Well, it is a heart-shaped lock. That the heart was actually open. It just meant that somebody would have to open that up and prise it through. It's like, you know, you've got your walls up, and can that person bash them down? You've got your walls up, can that person pick away and sort of, you know, bring themselves in there? Can you, you know, can you let things blossom? Can you do things in a different way, I want to say? And this would be you doing things in a different way, because I do feel like you would normally head over heart, jump straight in. So this is about you letting things blossom, letting things grow, and letting things take their natural course, okay? And that's why the gate has got this lock on it, because it's like, you know, I'm not going to like jump in, but I'm also not going to keep my walls up too high, but you are going to have to work me out, and you are going to have to find your way around this. We also have lots of cards here. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them back, because I pretty much said what's going on here. It is about you letting down your boundaries and your walls, but it's also about somebody or something letting themselves in and being trustworthy enough, you know, to want to make the effort, to explore enough, to realise that, you know, the reason that that gate has a lock on it is because of things that have gone on for you in the past. Well, we've got that ball of light again. It's about you holding this. I just want to say it as well. Just be careful how much you're holding on to be, you know, to that lock, to not letting it be transparent at all that the lock is open if they so choose to do so. You know, what were I just saying about them seeking the truth about you, seeking the truth of what's going on underneath you, realising that maybe you hold them boundaries and you hold them walls for a certain reason. It's about them stripping you back a little bit and you being able to strip them back, of course, but it's more about them being able to strip you back and sit back a little bit and seeing the truth behind you. You know, you're not just that person that stands there with this cold wall. There's a lot more underneath, and there's a reason why that cold and hard exterior is there for you. So yeah, that's what that's about. This is about you rebuilding your trust, your intuition, and your heart. You know that there's a difference in this person. You know there's a difference in this situation. You know there's a difference in the situation if it comes to a business or a business partner or a friendship. You know you've rebuilt yourself, it says here to me, from the bottom right up. And it's just this last little bit now. It's just letting that, as soon as I've said that, you know, it's you've built yourself up. As soon as I said, it's just this last little bit to do with your heart space now. The lock just broke off and the gate flew open. So this is just about you, you know, finding that, that last missing piece, that last little bit of rebuilding, that last little bit of light that you need just to fill up that heart space. And that little bit of light is not about somebody else coming in and filling up that light. That's about you doing that last little bit of work on your heart and filling that void, filling that gap yourself. I do feel like you've done a lot of work. You've moved on from a lot of situations, okay? You've moved on from a lot of situations. All these footsteps here represent you walking away. This represents to me your heart space, and this represents to me the fact that you can now open up a little bit more verbally about what's going on, you know. Yeah, you're more in your own truth, but you need to make sure you've got that balance between the pair of you there. We've got the open up card here. It's saying that you have healed. So you have healed. You are prepared to open up. If you look here again, can you see how she's ripping the truth there? Here we're doing it the opposite way around, but it's about opening up, isn't it? It's about having that that confidence to open up. But with the healing that you've done, you have managed to break them chains. So you are doing this completely different. This is how it feels. You're doing it completely different. You're doing it slower. You're taking your time. You're feeling it with your intuition. You're working out the situation. Yeah, you're making them have to do some work as well. You're not just wholeheartedly jumping in there. But I do feel that there's just this last little bit of healing to be done, and then that gate is going to fly open, okay? You are observing the situation, okay? This is the observing. You're watching this person like a hawk, see what they're doing, where they're going, you know, seeing whether this business, if it is a business, where that's going, what's going on around it, can you trust the situation, etc., etc. And then we've got this card, and this card for me is a union. This is two people coming together in a very balanced in a very balanced way, offering each other exactly the same, offering, you know, a balance, masculine and feminine here coming in together. This love, this bond, this unity, as you can see, the energy is wrapped around this heart. And this is all because you're doing it in a different way. The only thing that I want to say to you is just choose your battles in your mind wisely. Don't go back to how you were in the past. Okay? Don't, you know, just feel with your heart, feel with your intuition, and go slowly with things. And things will work out. Things will work out and come to fruition for you. It is just about you having that last little piece in your heart to fill, and it feels like you just need to fill it, but it's about filling it yourself with your, you know, it's not a void that somebody else can fill, it's a void that you've got for yourself, and that's just going to break away that last lock on that door, and then people or this person can come in, because this could be somebody that's coming into you into the future of this weekend, or into the future of, you know, the next sort of day or so, week or so. So take this how it resonates for you guys, but you have done some real work on yourselves, and it's like you're just at the last bit. You know, you've really worked on yourself from the bottom up. There's just this one little thing, and whoever this person is, I do feel like they're going to seek the truth of you. They are going to sort of peel back the layers, I want to say. I'm seeing an orange that's being peeled back, so they are going to, you know, invest and give you that time and that space to open up that gate and to fill that void that you've got in your heart. Okay, so they're obviously divinely guided, they're obviously divinely sent to you, so bear that in mind. Okay, so I hope this resonates with you guys. You know, not everything's a win-lose situation. Sometimes you can just bob along, and, you know, and things don't have to be so dramatic on whether you win or whether you lose. You know, there's always friendships and things like that, and new starts and new beginnings come from other things. So do bear that in mind as well. Okay, guys, let things blossom and see where things go. But you're definitely doing it from a different footing in this situation, whichever situation this is for you. Right, let's see if there's anything else with it being the weekend. I always ask, is there anything else that we need to know today? Any more little side messages maybe, or anything? Anything extra? Side messages or anything extra? Anything else, guys? Anything else? Right. These ones. So these are the same deck as these, but these are more about emotions and more about friendships and matters of the heart, matters of love. These are more general, more of a general perspective. So it'd be about work and things like that. Right. The first thing they're showing me when I start to shuffle is a map. They're showing me a map. They're showing me a map. They're showing me a pen. And then they're giving me the card of somebody not seeing things, not seeing things in front of them. I want to say that it's a feeling of being lost, okay? It's a feeling of being lost, but it's a feeling of being lost and, oops. It's a feeling of being lost, but because you're not, like, because you're in a panic, you know, so what they're saying to you is, you know, there's this map, so that your intuition is telling you, the universe is telling you, life is guiding you in the right direction, I want to say, but because your head's in a panic, because instead, can you see on this picture, right, everybody, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but everybody's running in that direction. You've gone in that direction. They're running to the light. You're running to a candle. So that means you've got a very narrow vision on what you're doing, and you're not noticing what everybody else is doing, okay? Everybody else is going in a completely different direction. You're like, just keep my eye on this, just keep my eye on this, just keep my eye on this. And it's like, hello, there's other things going on around you here. You know, it's a conflict and defeat. It's about feeling defeated, but you haven't looked at the bigger picture, okay? So whatever it is that you're feeling defeated about, whatever this conflict is, it's more likely this is to do with work, you know, like general things around you rather than too much on, you know, it'll be I don't know how to explain it. So it'll be like a job matter or something like that. There could be people involved in it, but it's usually something more general. So take that how it resonates. So yeah, so there's this feeling here with this map that I'm seeing that you should be writing things down. Maybe you're missing things. So every time you look at a scenario, maybe there's something you're missing. If you journaled it, or if you wrote down a list, or whatever it is that, you know, you need to be writing down at the moment, because they are showing me a pen with this map. You know, get it wrote down, and maybe you're going to see something that you've missed, okay? Have patience with yourself. Take a step back. We've got the patience and the waiting game card here. So your mind is obviously racing at the moment. And, you know, when your mind's racing, you can't see what's in front of you. You can't see what's going on. You can't see things at face value. So they're asking, you know, wait it out. Stand on the outside and look in. Okay, whatever this situation is, stand on the outside and look in. So if there's something going on and you're in the thick of it, you need to take a step back. You need to make a plan. You need to think about where you're going and what you're going to do next. You need to have that patience. There's a seed here that's grown, and it's grown up here. Okay, it's grown right up, and it's about to take shape. It's about to form. So have that patience that things are coming right. The one thing the universe wants for you is that this is all on a firmer foundation. So for some of you, this is about the fact that you've built this up before and it hasn't quite worked out. So you're needing to build it in a different way on a firmer foundation. Let me just see. On a firmer foundation. You need to, yeah, look, I've just said it, you know, this feels like we've got the heartache and loss. So it does feel like whatever's going on at the moment, you've done this before, okay? This is another cycle. This is a repeated cycle. They're wanting you to do it different. So whatever you did before, where you rushed in, you didn't look at everything. I think we had this a bit the other day, actually, about not rushing into something when it's to do with business. You know, if you've rushed into something before and you haven't had the long game, played the long game, haven't been patient, haven't let the seeds grow, haven't let things build on a stable foundations, it's crumbled for you in the past. And some of that energy is still lingering around for you here. It's still lingering around. So actually, they brought out the harmony card again here. So the harmony card, it could be a relationship thing, but it does feel for some of you it's about work. So there's two separate situations here, because when you think about it, you know, this could be also this relationship where you're very narrowed in. You very much must have done things in a rush before, which is actually what I said about the last cards, wasn't it? That, you know, in a relationship, you may have rushed things before. So this time you're holding off. That lock sat there waiting there. You're waiting for somebody to pick and pike at you a little bit more instead of you doing all the chasing and the running. You're wanting to build things, and this will bring things on a firmer foundation for you. There has been the heartache and the loss in the past because you've done it in a certain way, and then, you know, that's going to bring out this harmony in a relationship, which is like this card in this deck. Okay, also we've just had the stand your ground. So that's about you standing if there's something within this relationship where you're thinking, you know, I need it to go like this, I need it to be this lock on this door, I need it to be, you know, a little bit slower, I need you to pick the truth of the situation, which is what we had here with this one. Look, seek the truth. They've got to seek the truth. You've got to seek the truth. You need to know. You need to strip each other down. No rushing into things. That's what this is about. It's about you looking. Look, she's got another narrow gap there. Open that up a little bit and see the truth as the truth. Stop looking at things in such a tunneled vision. But going back to the business side of things, because I've ended up in there. This could be to do with a business partnership. This could be to do with staff and things like that. And you know, it's about, you need to stand your ground. So whatever's going on, you know, wherever it is that you're looking at very narrowly, if it is to do with staff, you've got to stand your ground. So if you've said something, you know, it's this and this, and then they're, you know, they're not being all harmonious and things about it, or you're not, you know, it's you that's in the wrong. You know, whoever's standing their ground, it's because there's truth in the matter here. There's truth in the matter. So do things differently on both sides, whether it be business or whether it be, you know, relationships. It's time for you to do things a little bit different. It's time for you to open up your perspective. It's time for you to listen to your intuition. It's time for you to see the truth, whether it be in love or whether it be in work. And it's about somebody also seeking the truth in you. And it's about you, you know, having them good boundaries and standing firm in what you want, because you do want that firm foundation. And anybody that wants a firm foundation with you isn't going to come in heads in, isn't going to push you to do things that you don't want to do. Okay? So wait it out, be patient, yeah, with yourself. Don't look at things so narrowly. Let your head calm down. Give yourself time. There's no rush. Nothing in life is a rush, okay? So, a million cards later, and there we go, guys. Just want to see what's underneath. Look, there's transformation and hope. So, yeah, there's nothing that I haven't already said. Just yeah, stand your ground. Be truthful with yourself. There is harmony coming in here. You've two cards on both sides of some kind of harmony going on there with people, relationships, however that represents to you. So I'm going. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Do take care, and I do hope we don't get snowed in, and I'll speak to you all soon. Please do like, share and subscribe. Goodbye.